Hey, so my grandkids are going home, so here's one of them. We're gonna make applesauce cake. That way, when she gets home, she can make the recipe. One of the big things you notice is that they always give these cans of applesauce, but if you don't have the cans of applesauce, you know the little applesauce cups, use 3 of those in place of the can of applesauce. All right? We're gonna soften a half stick of butter, and then to the half stick of butter, we're gonna put in a half a cup of sugar, and if you'll start stirring that.
Actually, I want to be in it.
You want to be in it? Okay, walk over with sister there.
Alright. Oh, and this is my sister. We are leaving today, sadly. But I'll come back and make more videos with y'all.
Okay, half a cup of brown sugar now.
What's your name?
Murphy or Black?
Murphy.
Murphy, that's all I need to know. And then I'm going to put a little bit of vanilla.
Go ahead.
Then we're going to put in, I should have the ingredients over here, do I? Okay, good. Cloves is really strong, so we just put a teeny bit of cloves. You can actually do without it if you're not a person that likes cloves, but I like the particular flavor of cloves, just don't like it too strong. So here we go. A little bit less, there we go. There's your cloves. Then nutmeg.
What are cloves?
Well, cloves are, they grow on a bush. And all this stuff. The incredible stuff is this nutmeg. If you've ever seen nutmeg, looks like a nut. Let me see. Let me tell you, I had some sitting over here somewhere. So this is actually the nutmeg nut, and then inside is the nutmeg. You break it open, you get it, and you grind that up. This outside becomes mace, which is another cooking product.
That is super cool.
All right, so now we're going to put in a teaspoon of cinnamon. All right, next I'm going to pour in the applesauce. So I have 1 can. I don't want to pour in that, that's my chili stuff. I got 1 can of applesauce over here, and you're going to just keep blending and combine all that together. We'll scrape a little more of this out.
And it should make this really good applesauce batter.
Yes, you did. Murph says she wants to stare at the thing a little bit.
Oh,
Go
yeah.
over there, your sister let you stare it.
Nice job.
All right. Did I put baking powder in yet?
Good job.
I don't think I
That's
did.
good.
Yeah, it's applesauce and cinnamon with a tad bit of butter, nutmeg,
Okay, not baking powder, baking soda.
brown cloves.
All right, I'm gonna put in 1 egg.
An egg.
An egg. Then I'm gonna put in a teaspoon of baking soda.
Okay.
Murphy, don't eat that.
What's that?
Baking soda.
Baking soda.
Tastes terrible if you eat it by itself.
Yeah, it don't taste good by itself, that's for sure.
Ugh.
Yeah, okay. Here's your baking soda. And then I need a little Morton salt. Where's my Morton salt? There it is. And we're going to put a little teaspoon of Morton salt, and then we'll be ready to go to the flour. And
Was that the salt that you
just put it in. Now I need to take my cup and I'm gonna put in 2 cups of flour, but you're gonna have to blend it in. What did I do with my cup? Here, I'll show you. All right.
I can blend it in, and that's okay.
All right, start blending, and you don't over blend flour, so just fold it in slowly there. Then I'll give you the 2nd cup. Now you can use less flour if you want. You can do 1.5 cups. I've done it before.
Can
but
I pour it?
Sure, come over here. Make sure you hold it over the thing, and then slowly pour. There, you got it. Oh, very good. Yeah, you're good. All right, you should have been in more of our shows. I'm going to go ahead and get this pan floured up a little bit. Just to keep it from sticking. That's the only problem with bundt pans, is they do stick if you don't put a little oil and then flour it a little bit.
Got a little butter on my hands.
All right. When it's completely combined and there's no dry flour left, then stop. And if you might want to all right.
Okay.
Looking pretty good.
Yep. Still have to combine a little more flour.
Okay, so as far as I'm using a bundt pan, but if you don't have a bundt pan, you can use, like just a bread pan.
Any pan
but you're
you
gonna have to cook it longer, because it's gonna be a higher thing. All right, I think we're done. Now we're gonna get this. Yep. We're gonna get this all in here. Oop, there's a little dry on the bottom. Let's see if we can stir that in real quick. A little bit of dry is not bad, but too much dry
is bad.
Yeah.
Then it'll taste bad.
Then you'll be tasting flour.
Yeah.
This smells fantastic, and they haven't even cooked yet.
Mm-hmm.
So,
So this one, I'm cooking at 350 for 45 minutes. Okay? If you were to cook it in a bread pan, you're looking at 55 to 60 minutes, because it's going to take, it's a smaller area, and it's going to take longer to cook it all the way. Matter of fact, my banana bread, I cook for 1 hour and 5 minutes, and the same with the my carrot bread.
That sounds delicious.
Oh, it is good. It is good. The good thing is they can look at this at home. All right, I got it pretty flat in there. It's ready to go in, and we're gonna put it on for 45 minutes. And when it's done, I'll show you what it looks like. They won't be here because we're taking them home right now. But I want to say thank you for watching. You guys say thank you.
Thank you.
And hopefully they'll be out here again so we can do another show with them.
Yep.
Well, my helpers, my grandkids, they went back home today. So I'm finishing this show up. But basically, here is the cake after it's done cooking. You don't have to put icing on it. Sometimes people just sprinkle like powdered sugar. But I'm gonna I got a half of a thing of cream cheese, and it looks like, I don't know, 2 or 3 ounces of butter. I'm gonna put them into a container here. Thank you. I'm going to start by putting in some powdered sugar. And you always want to put a little bit of, let me get a spoon. You always want to put a little bit of salt in your powdered sugar, or it gets like a weird taste to it. And it just, I don't know. When you have powdered sugar and you're doing something with it and it starts getting a weird taste, it just needs the salt. So, and I'll put a little vanilla, and I'll put just a splash of milk. So I think that was 2/3 right there. I'm going to put a little bit of salt here. Don't need very much, just enough to bring out the flavor and get rid of the excess. Now this will get a little noisy, so I'll probably just shut it off, but I'm going to start slowly mixing it all, and I'll come back. So now I'm just going to put a little splash of milk, because we want it, there you go, creamier. So that way we can add a little bit more powdered sugar and just make enough icing to, it doesn't have to be icing like a whole cake. Usually I'll put it in a Ziploc bag and just go back and forth. All right, so it's a little better. Let me put a little more powdered sugar and a little bit more milk, and that'll probably be good. Sure is nice to have helpers when you're doing this. We miss them already. Hey, a little bit more splash of milk. I can't even remember if I put the vanilla in. Alright, that's looking a lot more the consistency we want. I'm going to stick a little vanilla in here, and then basically we will just drizzle it over. Alright. If I didn't put vanilla in, it'll just taste a lot better. Yeah, so basically I put it in a Ziploc bag, and then I just go back and forth with it all the way around. And then if you just let it sit there for a little while, it'll be ready to serve. And like I said, you don't have to do this. A lot of people just put powdered sugar on it. You didn't even have to have the powdered sugar. Just plain, it's fine. It's great with coffee in the morning. And it's a simple cake to make. And the fact is, if you are going to a food pantry, you probably already have the applesauce anyway in your cabinet, because most people are like, what am I going to do with this applesauce? I actually don't even go to the food pantry anymore. I went when I first... Basically, when I started working at a high school, I left the medical field because I lost my eyesight from a car wreck. So I started working at the high school. I worked there for 2 years, and I told them, I said, hey, I can't see. I can see well enough to sweep or clean or whatever, but so for 2 years I was there, and then it was coming up on summer, and I told them I'm going to be going on a mission trip for a month, so I had taken off for the mission trip, and they basically came and told me, hey, we're gonna have to let you go. And I know they were having money problems and a lot of other stuff, but anyway, so when I ended up out of work, basically I finally told my wife, I said, you know what, take me to the food pantry. I said, I'm not making any money. We're under the thing. So started going to the food pantry, and I'm going, Lord, give me an idea. What can I do with this? And he said, teach them what to do with all these products they're throwing away. So that's why I started doing this. Well, I just got Social Security finally coming in. So I told the food pantry that I was no longer going to be coming back, but that I would start volunteering. At least I can help package some of their vegetables and stuff, which reminds me of something. Anytime you get like potatoes, sweet potatoes and stuff from them, wash them with a little bit of peroxide in the water, let them sit there for about 10 minutes, then take them out and dry them off, and they won't start sprouting and everything else. Don't do the jalapenos like that. I noticed that that coating the jalapenos has gets washed off, and it, you know, they go bad worse, you know. Now, as far as strawberries, that's a great one to soak in there with a little vinegar or a little hydrogen peroxide or whatever in some water, and it gets all the little bugs and everything else out of there. But so technically, you know, I don't go to the food pantry anymore, except for I'll be volunteering there. But this is our cake, and anyway, I will keep coming up with ideas, or if you think of something that you've got from the food pantry and don't know what to do with it, hey, send me a message and I will figure out what to do with it. All right? Thank you very much.